Working on a mayco pump. And what we're going to do here is check the seats, ball and seats, the clearance, and the clearance of the stop pin for the ball, which is right here. You got one up here. All right. So we're going to disassemble this stuff and get it back together as fast as possible. You'll need 3/4 to get this off. And what you want to do is turn it the right way first. Loosen it up enough because these just slip off. The whole thing will slip off. Nice to have a little cleaner working surface. So what can we do? We do plastic. We do pool plastic. We do all kinds of stuff here. And that was overkill, but this is good to get it off. Cut the tablet. Now we see what we're not supposed to do. I haven't been taken off since the factory. This is a 2010 mayco pump. That's seam in it. Boom, it's off. I'm looking at the back side. We could have just flashed the light through to check it, but I want to see what the seat looks like. We got to change it. You'll look in there and see some clearance. Of course, this is a rusty ball, but not too bad. You can check the seat by looking around it. And this was the return. This is the actual feeder line from the lower end from the hopper, which you get your mud from. And what happens is it'll wear right here. Now, if this wears out, you'll know because the hopper will start dancing. You won't get any mud pumping, and the hopper will start dancing on you like this, up and down, boom, 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 boom. Then you know the mud's going back into the hopper from the piston and not out through the hose because there's a hole in this. So you'll need to change this. Pop this off. You end up prying this out nice and neat. Don't want to fuck up the inside there because you'll mess up the manifold. And then put a new O-ring. Or reuse the one if it's fine, mud it up, be good. But to check this, you'll take a flashlight in a dark area, push it in, and look for light. If you don't see any light, you're good on that. And then this wears right here. This is the stop pin. And if that is more than an inch gap right here, you'll need a replacement. From where the ball sits and up, if it's an inch, they recommend you replace it. This one here is getting close to the wear on that. You just don't want this ball to come out and roll around. You see, you want it to stay in. You can actually move this pin around and get it off of that wear zone and wear on the other side, then replace it. I'd like to replace them, but we're not going to replace it this time because it's not too wore. So this side seems pretty good. We'll put that back on when we adjust the manifold. Now we're going to hit this with an 1/8" socket. Really good and get it back in there. And you can just check the wear on this ball. And you check the wear on the pin right there. That pair of pins got pretty good wear. Check their seats. And this seat should, the ball should sit right on the seat and lock down with no air. No light going through. And if you look, there's a little baby bit of light around here, so this is wearing. You can reverse these, pop it out and use the other side, but we're going to go with what we got here because it's not that wore. And possibly replace this. Let's just...
I wasn't trying to do a 15-minute video, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Push that through for a new one in. Oh man, this is really... Plaster on here, it becomes a little more challenging. It's awesome. Probably should cut that part. That's all right. That right there.
I'll get a new one of these.
It looks like they just used, that you could just use a grade 8 half-inch bolt rather than the stock. What we're going to do is move it. We're going to move it on this one. Although this is a standard grade 8 as well. With resist.
Silicone. Why not? Best thing known to mankind. Basically, this fits in either way. I mean, as long as it's not interfering with hitting. We want to get a good amount on there, you know, just. Look at that. Would you look at that? Grease on this, and grease always just helps the seal. Usually you can find it in here. This thing's been sitting. This pump's a 2010, and it's been sitting for 8 years. So, talk about, this will help the seal right here. So we're just going to get this back together. Basically just shows you how this is, how this works. A lot of guys don't even know, but on my last video I talked about putting the leathers in, and at points I want to correct myself. It was a 1/4 round gasket that seals around the manifold right here. It's 1/4 round, that's what seals onto the cylinders, and you want to get good grease on that as well. Basically just sits back down on there, just like that, and then you'll squeeze that gasket. And give it a tap.
try and move down, you just want to go back and forth. So it cinches down onto that O-ring. We're going to loosen up on one side, tighten up on the other. You need to tighten down a little bit more when you get them. Get the manifold on. Just down. And that's a pretty good washer. Oh, shit. I did this in my last video too, trying to get the Plaster. Just got to get the washer. Have to get the washer to do before. I'll probably do it again, but... I was directly at it too. It happens. Just tighten it back.
Then I was referring to like felt as a leather for a felt, the backer washer for the leather. I said felt on my last video, but I want to make that right. It wasn't felt. Actual. We're going to tighten those down after we get it mounted. You don't want to clean debris off of this. Okay, throw some grease in there. What?
16. Oh.
Shit. I had gloves on last time, but that's just because I had them on. Doesn't mean I always wear gloves down there. I recommend you wear all safety equipment, especially for beginning people and whatever classes, all your PPE protection. What I'm going to do is...
So, we're pretty good, everything's pretty good, I checked it out. I replaced one item, which was the ball peen stop for the upper manifold part. We'll just set this on. And we want to do something else too. Fine grease.
More grease. You can always find grease here. Everybody over greases their stuff. You have to.
Normally pull the O-ring off. They seem pretty legit, the O-rings are pretty good. Pull them off and then let them flex back out. But, come on, baby. This is right. It's just do this item first.
And you just want to cinch this down because you want it to. It's not. It has so much movement right there. You want it to line up on the hopper right. So you'll cinch this down. And this is an important thing because it'll leak. It'll leak at the hopper and cause all kinds of problems and havoc and packing and stuff. You'll get air in the manifold and get some packs. So you want to cinch this down. And this is just a good old, no other way to do it really. And just labor intensive. Because you can't get a socket in here, any kind of power tool, anything like that. So boom, just cinch it down, tighten it up in a minute. So we're getting to installing the manifold. This is different than the last one. This is the newer style. Has an up and over manifold. The other one's a straight shot. So you get that the hopper hooked on like that. Whatever you do, it's good. Not in that split. So I always put the middle on first, boom, and then I organize them accordingly. This is good. I said put the middle one on, but I'm not during tightening. You got that. It's a half of a coupling nut. And you want to jiggle it to get it on there right, otherwise it won't seat right. Jiggle it as you tighten this middle one. Hand tight. Hand tight everything. And by the way, my client said he'd done all the leathers and everything, but none of these were tight. I took them off hand tight so I forgot to tighten it. And that happens a lot, but you'll notice that when you start pumping that you'll get water leaking out of the manifold. And I've said that in my last video. You check. If there's air gap, water will come out. So that means that your manifold's not on there seated right. So you'll just need to tighten this down or replace the quarter round gaskets.
And this is a bigger socket. This is half. Yep. This is half. Usually have them stamping on it. Pretty good. You can almost feel that it's seated right. But these are made perfectly to go around those cylinders holding in place. The other one, you cinch them down.
And as you cinch them down, you'll notice the other ones start loosening up. And this didn't have to go on too tight. It's a stout manifold with some stout bolts. Now that you have this in place, this is the reason that we do this one last. This is 1 inch. This one down here is a 1 inch. A little bit different. But you'll get this one, and pretty much that's a big washer that's on there. Only thing I didn't do was put grease on that, and I usually do. But you'll cinch this down to where it should be at. Now we can tighten these. And that's the fun part from underneath here.
We got to sit down, so now that's what we do, right? It's the knuckle busting part.
If you have it, it's an 18-minute video or whatever it is. But like and subscribe to my channel, brother. We have Apple Valley Plaster Pump Services here. Rolling in AV Plaster Pump Services. Like and subscribe. Late.